In the heart of Nigeria, there was a beautiful village called Alo. The land was rich and green. Tall trees danced in the wind. The sun was warm and kind. In this village lived a woman named Agnes. She was a good woman with a heart full of love. Her hands were always busy. She worked on their small farm with her husband, Dalton. They had 3 children, Barbara, Esther, and Arnold. Life was simple but hard. Dalton grew cassava and yams on their farm. Agnes sold some vegetables in the local market. But the money was never enough. The children's school fees were always late. Their clothes were old and mended. Their house was small, with a roof that sometimes leaked when it rained. At night, Agnes would lie awake, worrying. She listened to the sounds of the village and wondered how she could give her children a better life. One sunny afternoon, a man on a bicycle brought a letter. It was from Agnes's sister, Mercy. Mercy lived in a big city far away. She had a big job and a lot of money. The letter said that Mercy and her son, Brian, were coming to visit Alo in 1 week. Agnes's heart sank. She loved her sister, but she also felt ashamed. Her sister's life was so different. Mercy had a big car and a fine house. Agnes had a rusty bicycle and a small hut. She had no good food to offer them. She had no fancy gifts. That evening, she gathered her children. "Your Aunt Mercy and Cousin Brian are visiting," she said. Her voice was soft but sad. "You must all be on your best behavior. Do not ask them for anything. We must be happy with what we have." The children nodded. They understood their mother's worry. The day arrived. A shiny, white car rolled into the village, kicking up dust. Everyone stared. Aunt Mercy stepped out. She wore a beautiful, colorful dress and sunglasses. Her son, Brian, followed. He held a small video game and did not look up. Agnes welcomed them with a warm smile. She had cooked a simple meal of rice and stew. They all sat down to eat. Brian pushed the food around his plate. "Mom, this looks boring," he whispered, but it was loud enough for everyone to hear. Aunt Mercy smiled a tight smile. "Agnes, this is a nice village," she said. "But you cannot stay here forever. Look at you. You are struggling. You should come to the city. I can get you a job as a cleaner in my office. It is better than this." Agnes felt a sharp pain in her heart. Her own children looked down at their plates, their faces red with shame. Dalton stared at his hands. The room, once filled with the smell of food, was now filled with sadness. After her sister left, Agnes felt a heavy weight on her shoulders. She needed to be alone. She walked to the other side of the village where the oldest trees grew. There, in a small hut surrounded by herbs and flowers, lived her old mother. Everyone just called her Grandma. Grandma was sitting outside, her eyes cloudy but her mind sharp. She saw Agnes's face and knew something was wrong. "My child," Grandma said, patting the ground next to her. "Come, sit. Tell me what troubles your spirit." Agnes sat down and let all her tears flow. She told Grandma about the money problems, the visit from Mercy, and the hurtful words. "I feel like I have failed my family," Agnes cried. Grandma listened quietly. When Agnes finished, Grandma held her hand. "Your sister sees with city eyes," she said. "She does not see the treasure that is here." Grandma slowly stood up and went into her hut. She came out holding a small, dirty clay pot and a book. The book was very old, its pages yellow and soft. "This was my mother's," Grandma said. "And her mother's before her. It is our family secret. It is not for selling. It is for healing the family and making them strong. It is a recipe for a special soup spice and a powerful health drink." Agnes looked at the old pot. She felt disappointed. How could an old recipe solve her big problems? Grandma opened the book. The writing was faded, but she could still read it. She showed Agnes the secret. The recipe used things that grew right there in the village. Scent leaves from her garden. Uziza seeds from the forest. Fresh ginger and garlic. And pure, wild honey from the bees in the tall Iroko tree. But Grandma said the biggest secret was not the things you use. It was the way you use them. You must pick the leaves when the morning sun is new, Grandma explained. You must pound them in a wooden mortar, not a machine. You must sing an old family song while you mix them. You must put all your love and good thoughts into the pot. This love is the magic that makes it special. Agnes decided to trust her grandma. She took the old pot and the book. She thanked Grandma and walked back home, a new feeling growing inside her. It was a tiny seed of hope. At home, her children were still quiet. The sadness from the visit was still there. Agnes looked at them and knew she had to try. The next morning, she woke up very early. She picked the scent leaves as the sun rose. She found the Uziza seeds. She gathered all the ingredients just as the book said. She pounded them by hand, remembering the family song her own mother used to sing. She cooked everything in the old clay pot. A wonderful smell began to fill the house. It was a rich, spicy, and happy smell. It was so strong and good that her children, who were still sleeping, woke up and followed the smell to the kitchen. "Mama, what is that?" asked Arnold, his eyes wide. "It smells amazing." Dalton came in from the farm, drawn by the aroma. "Agnes, I have never smelled anything so good in all my life." Agnes served the soup with some pounded yam. The family sat down to eat. As they ate, something magical happened. The sadness from the previous day melted away. They started talking and laughing. Esther told a funny story about a chicken at school. Barbara talked about a book she was reading. For the first time in a long time, the family was happy and full of joy. The food did not just fill their stomachs, it healed their hearts. The next day, Barbara had an idea. "Mama, if this soup made us so happy, it will make other people happy too. Why don't we sell it at the market?" Agnes thought it was a good idea. She spent the whole week preparing. She cooked a very big pot of soup. She also made a big jar of the health drink from the recipe. On market day, she carried her pot and jar to the busy village market. She found a small spot and set up her stand. At first, no one came. People walked past her to buy other things. But then, the wind blew. It carried the incredible smell of Agnes's soup all across the market. People started to turn their heads. A woman walked over. "What is that smell?" she asked. "Can I taste a little?" Agnes gave her a small taste. The woman's eyes opened wide. "This is heaven!" she shouted. "I will take 2 bowls." Soon more people came. They tasted the soup and the health drink. Everyone was amazed. They said the soup was the most delicious thing they had ever eaten. They said the drink made them feel strong and energetic. In less than 1 hour, Agnes's big pot of soup and her jar of drink were all gone. She had sold everything. She counted the money she made. It was more money than she usually made in a whole month. She was so happy. She rushed home and showed her family. That night, she paid for the children's school fees. There was even money left for new shoes. Agnes's new business grew. Every market day, people lined up to buy Grandma Agnes's soup. She started making more of the health drink too. The family was no longer poor. They fixed their roof. They bought new clothes. They were happy. But success has a way of attracting shadows. News of the amazing soup traveled from the village to the big city of Lagos. A rich and greedy man named Mr. Gowan heard the story. Mr. Gowan owned a big company that made packaged foods. He wanted the recipe for himself. He sent a man to Aloe village. The man's name was Felix. Felix pretended to be a friendly trader. He became friends with Agnes and Dalton. He even helped them on the farm one day. He was very sneaky. He watched Agnes cook and learned a little about the ingredients she used. But he did not learn the real secret, the special way of preparing them, the song, and the love. Felix went back to Mr. Gowan in Lagos. He told him the list of ingredients. Mr. Gowan was very happy. "This is all we need," he said. His factory quickly made a powder version of the spice. They put it in shiny packets and called it Original Village Taste Soup Mix. They started selling it in all the big supermarkets. Slowly, Agnes noticed a change. Fewer people came to her market stand. One day, a good customer came to her. "Agnes, I am sorry," the woman said. "I bought your soup mix in a shop in the city. It is easier for me. I don't have to come to the market anymore." Agnes was confused. "My soup mix? I don't sell my soup in shops." The woman showed her the packet. It looked nothing like her real product, but the name sounded the same. Agnes felt like she had been kicked in the stomach. The greedy company had stolen her idea. Her business was dying. Her family's new happiness was in danger. She called a family meeting. "What shall we do?" she asked, her voice trembling. "We cannot fight a big city company." Her daughter, Barbara, who was very smart with phones and computers, had an idea. "Mama, they stole the list of ingredients, but they did not steal our story. They did not steal our farm. They did not steal Grandma's love. We need to show people what is real." The whole family decided to fight back together. Dalton worked harder on the farm. He made the gardens beautiful. He showed how he grew the yams and cassava without any bad chemicals. He showed the green pastures where the goats and chickens lived. Agnes cooked in her clean, small kitchen. She showed herself picking the fresh herbs. She did not hide the old clay pot. Barbara used her small phone to film everything. She filmed the morning sun on the leaves. She filmed her mother's hands pounding the spices. She filmed Grandma sitting peacefully, telling a small part of the old family story. She put these short videos on the internet. She called their product Grandma Agnes's Real Village Secret. People on the internet loved the videos. They loved the green scenes of the farm. They loved seeing the real family. They loved Grandma's wise face. They started sharing the videos with their friends. Soon, thousands of people were watching. One day, Barbara saw a message on the computer. It was from a man in America. The man said he was the boss of a very big health food company called Pure Earth Foods. The message said, "Dear Agnes and family, I saw your videos. Your story touched my heart. The love and truth in your work is real. We tested your product that a friend bought from you. It is not just tasty, it is very, very healthy. We want to talk to you. We want to help your family make your product for the whole world. We do not want to buy your secret. We want to be your partner." The family could not believe it. America! It was like a dream. They talked to the man on a video call. His name was Mr. David. He was kind and respectful. He offered them a fair deal. His company would build a small, clean factory right there in Aloe Village. The family would still own the secret recipe. They would get a large part of the money from every product sold. After many talks, a deal was signed. The news spread everywhere. Local Nigerian village family makes a $10 million deal with American company. The greedy Mr. Gowan and his fake Original Village Taste were exposed on the news. Everyone now knew he was a thief. People stopped buying his product. His business failed and closed down. In Aloe Village, everything changed. The new factory was built. It provided jobs for many people in the village. Agnes's family was now rich. But they did not move to the city. They loved their village. They built a new school for the children. They built a small clinic so sick people could see a doctor. They made sure the village had clean water to drink. One evening, the whole family sat under the big mango tree in their compound. They were happy and peaceful. Grandma spoke in her soft, wise voice. "Children," she said, "always remember this. Do not ever look down on your beginning. Your greatest treasure is often hidden in your own backyard. It is in the wisdom of your elders. What makes it special is the love and truth you put into it. Money did not make us rich. Our love for each other and our honest work made the money come." Agnes held her mother's hand. She looked at her happy children and her proud husband. She knew Grandma was right. The real secret was not in the old book. The real secret was love, family, and never giving up. This story shows that your own family's secret, no matter how small it seems, could be a great blessing. What is that special thing in your family? An old recipe? A special skill? A story of courage? Do not hide it. Do not be ashamed of it. Nurture it with love and hard work. Share this story with every mom, dad, and dreamer you know. Let it inspire them to look at their own homes and their own grandparents with new eyes. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and comment below with what your family's special secret is.